People often think that US policy towards Israel is the result of the influence of the Israel lobby on American politics. I think this is completely wrong. The relationship is the other way around. Palestine is too often understood as simply a question of Israel's massive human rights abuses or a matter of international law. I think what is missed out in this framing is the crucial place that Israel holds in supporting American dominance across the wider Middle East region. There are very material reasons why the Middle East is so crucial to US imperial interests globally, and why Israel and the Gulf states remain the leading American allies in the region. And these interests can't be separated from the place that oil and gas occupy in global capitalism today. The Middle East is the world's largest exporter of oil and also a major exporter of gas. Most important here are the Gulf monarchies, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Qatar, and the other Gulf states. And alongside Israel, the US has built a special alliance with these Gulf monarchies since the mid-20th century. Israel and the Gulf are the two main pillars of American power in the Middle East. And globally, with American dominance looking increasingly brittle and under threat and under challenge, the US is attempting to reassert its primacy in the Middle East through bringing together these two pillars, bringing together Israel and the Gulf states. What this means is promoting economic, political, diplomatic, and cultural normalization between Israel and the Gulf states. This kind of normalization has been a long-standing goal of American policy in the region. And it is what the US is striving for today in the various discussions about what happens when Israel's genocidal war in Gaza comes to an end. People often think that US policy towards Israel is the result of the influence of the Israel lobby on American politics. I think this is completely wrong. The relationship is the other way around. We can't understand what is happening today in Palestine separate from the importance of the Middle East to Western imperialism. And the starting point here is the region's role as the world's largest exporter of oil. This is the key to understanding the US-Israel alliance and also the longer-term strategic objectives of the US in the Middle East region today and for many decades. It is also key to locating Palestine as a core part of anti-imperialist politics today, as well as a principal part of the fight against oil in the global economy. The US support for the Gulf regimes and the attempts to normalize the Gulf's relationships with Israel is based upon ultimately the acceleration of fossil fuel use globally and not an end to the oil era. There will be no way of tackling fossil capitalism without putting a halt to these regional dynamics. And this is why Palestine is not simply a struggle for freedom and liberation for Palestinians, but also a struggle for the future of the planet.